introduce myself? Yes, okay, good. Yeah, firstly, it's very exciting for us to be in Mauritius now. It's our first location outside of South Africa. It's a very exciting start for us as we venture into the rest of the continent, which was really always our vision, you know, when we started the business exchange. We wanted to create a footprint of business centres throughout Africa, and after South Africa we've set up our headquarters in Mauritius, and this will be the start. It will pave the way for our new properties into the rest of the continent. Yeah. In terms of the business exchange and what it's all about, you know, we are a serviced office and flexible co-working company, but there's more to it than that. We are all about business. We are brand about business, and we are very serious about business. And you'll see that when you walk around our workspaces. You'll see how the fittings and the furniture are all very exclusive. And especially in Mauritius, we've catered for different types of facilities because it's there is some different type of market that operates in Mauritius. So, for example, we have our travel room, and our travel room is set up to allow for business travelers that are flying in for board meetings or conferences and they want to freshen up or have a rest before their meetings. So we've created that. We have whiskey rooms. The whole concept behind that is that...
I think that's like the novelty.
Yes, yes. So the whole concept behind that is that a tenant will sit down with their client, sign a business deal, and then have a toast, have a whiskey. So that's the concept, which we did in South Africa and we brought to Mauritius, and people are enjoying it. And then we have our conference centre, boardrooms, and finally we also have an incredible collection of artworks. One of our business partners' wives is a successful South African artist, and she collaborates with many other artists like William Kentridge, who I think is one of the top in the world actually. So when you walk around here, you'll see, in fact, in the one whiskey room, we've got a William Kentridge with the rhino, which is very impressive. So yeah, all of these facilities come together to create an environment that's exclusive and more personalized than you might find in one of our competitors. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I said too much, maybe.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why doing this venture outside Africa? Why Mauritius?
Yeah. So, as I may have mentioned, when we started out, we wanted to create a footprint. We believe in Africa. We believe in the opportunity in Africa, not just South Africa. And I've been to Kenya, I've been to Ghana, I've been to Zimbabwe. I'm going to Rwanda in 2 weeks. And we've created our footprint in South Africa. And going into the rest of the continent, I also came to Mauritius actually about 3 years ago to look at opportunities. And it somehow the pieces of the puzzle fell together now, and I connected with a local company here that wanted to do a TBE type product. So anyway, jump a few steps forward, and we now have this property in the Ben. But Mauritius also has a lot of other benefits. It's a very good place to do business. The economy is strong, the political situation is good, and it's generally deemed to be a safe place to do business. So we landed up starting here, and finally it makes sense because it allows us to grow into the continent.
So what type of customers you try to have here?
So we've got two types of customers. We've got our more corporate clientele, and the corporate clientele, generally they want a more bespoke type of offering, but we also want to attract startups. We want to attract entrepreneurial businesses that are growing, and that's very much a big market for us in South Africa. So we want to have a good, diverse sort of market of tenants. Yes.
In which countries are you, apart from South Africa, in which countries are you operating?
Sure. So for now, it's just South Africa and Mauritius.
Only South Africa?
Yeah, sure. So Mauritius is our first one outside of South Africa. But as I mentioned, we're looking at Kenya, we're looking at Ghana, and also Rwanda. Yes, I've been to all of those countries. we're looking at all of them now.
Sorry,
Yes. Hello. Hello.
NBC.
Hello. How are you? Okay.
So do you think that this kind of structure will attract entrepreneurs, will attract startups, will attract businesses from Africa and local business here?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and we want to also collaborate with other organizations here that are promoting entrepreneurship. You know, it's important for us. Being an entrepreneur myself, I've been through the struggles, I've been through the hardships. I know what, you know, so I like to relate to people, and that's why we want to promote entrepreneurship in this country and align with people and organizations that are also doing that. But the benefits for entrepreneurs and corporates, there are a lot of similar benefits. You know, times are changing, the way people work is also changing. You know, people they don't want to work by themselves. They don't want to work in just a coffee shop. But, you know, people want to come together now. They want to be in a community where there's energy and there's passion. You can feel it together, you know, so to speak. You know. Yeah.
So in introducing a co-working space with a bit of hotel services like, do you think there's a demand for that type of services?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I think from our point of view, we'll keep focusing on the office space and introducing elements of hotel, but there are a lot of similarities. You know, there's the hospitality aspect of it. So we very much an upmarket, sophisticated, and 5-star, if we can say, type of offering. You know, so the services that we offer, again, are closely aligned and similar to what a 5-star hotel would offer. You know, so we try and deliver that service, but for us, it's more about the business and the business element of it. Yeah.
What type of customers are you targeting? Mauritian, South African, foreigners?
Sure. So it's a combination. So we've got some South African companies that already have offices with us. We have international businesses that have set up in Mauritius, French, Indian, we've got those types of businesses, and global corporates that have offices all over Africa, from South Africa to Morocco to Mauritius to Ghana. So they've also set up with us. Yeah. So there's a good combination there. Yeah.
Okay. So you are aware that Mauritius already have many structures already in place.
Yeah.
How will you become a structure where you can offer many types of basic coaching? There is all this kind of stuff.
Sure. So what we do and what we've done successfully is we help smaller companies, startups, in a few different ways. We help them try and sell, we help them try and market their businesses, we try and promote them in that respect. We also help them network and even raise funding. So we have a few different types of events and we structure those events. So we've had investment evenings where entrepreneurs can sit in a boardroom like this and actually present their businesses to investors that we bring in to raise funding. We have events like that. We have an event called Intro, which is really about new tenants introducing themselves to the rest of the community so they can also promote themselves and connect with like-minded people. And we have another very exciting event which we launched recently, which is called Deep Dive. And it's been a huge success because we get a panel of experts, and some of them are here tonight even, to talk about very deep, thought-provoking business topics. And then the audience gets to engage with them. They know there's also investors there, very highly esteemed business people. So it creates a good opportunity, but it's more of a learning journey, when you attend these events, because it's such deep topics that are discussed. Yeah. So we have a lot of these structured events, and I guess it's more aimed at the startup, SME, entrepreneurial sector.
What are the challenges for setting up this office in Mauritius? What are the challenges?
I can't say it was too challenging. I think Mauritius is known to be, if you come here with good intentions and you come with a good business plan, then I think it's pretty seamless. Of course, you have to align and you have to collaborate with the right types of companies, such as, you have to partner with like a management accounting firm that can assist you with setting up your business and guide you along that process. So provided you do that and you have you understand the legalities of what to do and how to do it, then it's pretty seamless. And I think that's what makes Mauritius a good destination for business. Yeah.
So the venture took how many month to be ready in place here?
Yeah. No, it was quick. It took us 2 to 3 months even, but to get fully entrenched, build out office space. Yeah.
What about the occupancy level? Are you satisfied, and exactly when did you start?
Sure. So we officially launched 1 June. When I say we launched, let me say, today's the official launch. But
Soft launch.
Soft launch. We opened our doors 1 June, and we had 75% occupancy. So there's just a few offices left, which has been great. So hopefully we're going to be able to expand in Aben itself, and then also expand in the north of the island. Yeah. We actually signed a few offices in the last 2 days. We've got it up to 75%. Yeah.
So what are the profiles of those businesses, or what are the profiles of those people?
So it's mostly corporate at this point, and it's come through our network of, we've aligned ourselves and partnered with brokers and agents, estate agents, and management companies, and of course landlords and our other business partners. So there's been a good influx there, but we've also leveraged off our greater network. So we've got a company called Expedia.com that's come in, and they're clients of ours. But as I mentioned, I hope to attract more startups. We want to attract more startups, So I think we've just started here, So as we build our brand and build our name in the market, hopefully we can attract more startups.
Actually, what are the advantages for a startup looking for fund structure to come here?
Sure. So look, the obvious ones would be flexibility. You don't have to come in and sign a 2-3 year lease. You can come and actually sign month to month if you want. So for starting our business, it's quite attractive because sometimes you don't know where you'll be in 6 months or 3 months. So flexibility is a key thing, but it's also a plug-in and play solution where you can arrive today, go through a short application process, and then get into your office. There's furniture, there's IT, there's telephones, there's Wi-Fi, there's support staff, so you can really plug in and play straight away. And then there's of course the other benefits of the venting and the networking aspects.
So basically for the startups and entrepreneurs, so there'll be events here taking place regularly?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned, we're just launching today officially, but we've got the calendar, we're working on the calendar of events that we are going to bring into it, and within the next, hopefully in the next month we'll be full, and then there'll be a lot of businesses here that can partake in that.
So basically your clients from South Africa already in your hub there can come and use the office?
Yeah, sure. They have to still sign an agreement for here and all that, yes, but they can.
Magali, you were mentioning that you are interested to launch another office in the north. Can you give me details on this? It's interesting.
So it's still early and we're still investigating it, but it is evident that there is a market there of some expats that live there in the north, people that want to rather live close to where they work, or work close to where they live, rather. So I believe there's a market there for us to also explore. And there's a lot of South Africans also that would be interested in that. So that's also an option for us to look at,
Taking back the question, why the north, not the west? Because we know that the South African community is nearly on the western coast.
Because I think I'll stay in the north. The range is a little bit less there. But I think, to your question, I think it's a good point. We need to, I must think about that too, not just think that. But I think first things first, we're going to fill up here. And maybe even grow here. Again, we are a business brand. We're not a freelancer, funky drink-free beer, Facebook type. You know, that's not. It's a lot of co-working companies are like that. You know, like we work, which you may have heard of. We're not that. We're serious about business. So being in a business district suits us more from a branding point of view. But you know, it's good to also look at other opportunities. You know, all looking at that. You know.
So,
How many employees? How many employment at the level of employment? How many new jobs that you have created?
So every center we have, will have 3 to 4 people, depending on how big the center is. Yeah, so right now it's 3. We're employing a new IT person, so it'll be 4. So that would grow if we built more space in this building. We would almost double that, and then if you go to the west or the north, we keep growing that. Yeah.
Right now, what is the surface area you are
In total?
putting in South Africa?
8,000 square meters. 8,000 square meters. Yeah.
And here it's
This is 800 square meters.
800.
800. Yeah.
it's a 800,
Yeah.
So basically, those co-working spaces and structures have changed the way people work, the way people lease office.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, people want flexibility, and even the big corporates now, of 100 people, they want flexibility. I think globally, the economy is changing. You know, people work differently. People think different. There's a lot of uncertainty. And I think when there's a lot of uncertainty, people get scared of commitments, and that's why the flexible office space is attractive. But also to add to that, it's been proven. You know, I can show you models that if you're under 50 people in a company, it's actually cheaper to go into a service office space. If it's a big if you want something like this, if you want something prestigious and upmarket and premium, MBM, exclusive, personalized, then it's cheaper to go serviced offices than to go and rent and pay a per square meter rate.
So basically, anyone in the world can book here for a meeting, for some,
Yeah, sure. You go on our website, we get inquiries there.
Had a question?
Since that you have a travel room here, are you offering, is it open 24? I don't think somebody will lock here from 18 to next. Is it 24 hours? Do you have a conciergerie if you want to go to dinner or some place will come back and forth?
I'll show you. No. The point of it is that, again, someone coming in, someone wants to use it for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, and have a shower, rest, maybe have a little sleep. But it's not the intention to sleep overnight or anything like that. And how people can book it is we have an app. So on the app you can actually book the boardrooms, you can book the conference room, and you can book the travel room. What's also nice about the app is that tenants can advertise on the app, so they can actually put their banners, their logos on the bottom. There's a classified section, there's a tenant directory, the tenant advertising changes there. So yeah, we'll book the travel room on the app also. Yeah. But it's not for nighttime, just for the daytime. Yeah, I think all of us used it today. We all had showers in there. Yeah.
Right now, what is the proportion of South African customers in Mauritius you were talking about?
We've got 3, so that would be about 20 to 30%.
So locating here in Iban was strategic, it was decided. How did you make the choice?
So I think it was both. We identified Iban as the financial hub and the place we wanted to start and be in. But it was also opportunistic in that we were also contacted by an owner of the building, and he had seen what we had done in South Africa and he thought it would work here. So it was a bit of both. And luckily we managed to conclude a deal.
So there are many different types of structures of startups for co-working spaces depending on the island.
Yeah.
So do you think that even those competition has a market to grow?
Yeah. I believe so. I believe so. Look, I think from an entrepreneurial startup space, I think things are still growing. From what I hear and from what I see. But yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I think there's different types of people, there's different types of markets. People want something more sophisticated and professional. Some people want something more relaxed, you know. So I think there's, you know, like in South Africa, there's different competitors. It's a very competitive industry, you know. But we put ourselves here, and the other operators are more relaxed, and, you know, which is good. It's fine. But we also have a creative building there. You know, we have a 2,000 square meter building in Johannesburg, which attracts more marketing companies, media companies, but just they're also serious business people. Yeah.
Is there space in Eben if you want to expand your operations here?
Yes, so we would probably look within this building. We would look to expand and take like another floor. That would be our first prize or objective. Yeah.
So this project would come next year? Or?
Hopefully soon. Yeah. Well, I guess next year is coming soon. It's nearly in August, maybe September already.
12 months?
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully soon.